Hey, good evening, YouTube. This is Josh with the crypto update for Sunday. Just wanted to check in again. It's been kind of an uneventful weekend. Bitcoin's been holding between 11 and 12,000. So, that's good. That shows a little stability in the market. We came down, we touched 10 for a little bit, then came back up, so that's good. A little recovery there is always welcome. I did want to mention real quickly, I made a hint about the giveaway that I'm going to be doing, and I've decided that we are going to go ahead and go with that. What I'm doing is I'm buying in again this week. I'm going to be buying my new Litecoin probably Thursday. On Friday, hopefully we're going to have a red day Thursday or Friday, and I'm going to try and buy in and then try to double up, the donation that I got the other day, along with what I put in. I'm going to try and double that up, and after a couple of weeks, I'm going to see if we can give some of that away to one of you. I'm going to be looking for a subscriber. So I want you to subscribe to my channel. It's going to be real easy. You just make sure your privacy settings are off so that I can find out who exactly you are. And I'm just going to assign everybody a number that's subscribed, and I'll pull your name out of a fishbowl, or pull your number out of a fishbowl, and we'll just go from there. So the giveaway is definitely on, and we're probably just a couple of weeks away from it. That gives me time to get some subscribers up, and I think I got 3 right now, and I only know who 2 of them are. So that's real important that you put your privacy settings on. So anyways, to continue a little bit, I want to talk about my strategies a little bit, and I was well on my way to my, working my strategy when I got hacked, and my idea is to get back into this again. And the idea for me is when I buy into a coin, I try to make my profit within a week. Day trading is kind of out for me because I don't like to take a lot of risk. I like to play the top 40 coins, and and you just don't see a whole lot of those doubling, on a daily basis. We had a real good week with Electronium and Tron this week. They both, if you bought in at that on its low, and then turned around and flipped it, a couple days later, you doubled up on what you bought, and that's awesome. But it's also kind of rare, but that, I like those top 40 coins. They're kind of my safety coins. That's where, if I make profit on something that's lesser known, I'm going to take a little bit of that out and continue to gamble, because that's what you're doing. When you're playing those lesser known coins, you're gambling, and you're making a little more profit on it because some of those really do shoot up. Sometimes you see 1,600 or 2,000% on a coin. It's just crazy. I saw one that was 184,000% one time. So there are, you do see some of those coins do some wild things, but your safety investments are always going to be in that coin market cap in those first 40 to 50 coins. Ripple's down this week. Truthfully, I think if you were looking for a short-term, buy where you could make maybe 10, 20%, I think Ripple would be one that would do it. Bitcoin Cash is down a little bit. If you bought a couple of those, I could see you coming up $300-400 on those in a few days. Like I said, I'm not there yet. I'm not going to be able to buy in like that yet, but on Thursday we'll be talking more about that. As far as talking about some strategies, I was talking a little bit about the top 40 coins, and that's really, I really find that for beginners, if you're just getting into this for the first time, that's really what you should be playing. If you're, I saw one that came out a couple of months ago called Big Old Titties. And it's an obvious joke coin. It's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. I went to the website, and the website was literally pictures of big old titties. That's all it was. There was nothing, no substance or anything there at all, except for the fact that they like titties. But big old titties went up 800%. So think about that. Somebody makes a joke coin, they just throw it on the exchange, and somehow it goes up to 800% because, some people were thinking like Larry Flint instead of thinking like a jokester, so you never underestimate some of these coins. I've got when I got hacked, I actually had I've got a coin exchange account, and I had like 40,000 Swiss coins that got all, there was some kind of a big hoodoo about some counterfeit coins that were put on there. They shut the whole thing down, and then the balances that people had, they switched them all out for this thing called Swiss Coin Cash. Well, right now, Swiss Coin Cash doesn't have any orders at all, no buy orders, period. You can get on there and you can buy for 1 Satoshi as many as you like. I think there's 25 million there right now. But for 2.5 Bitcoin, you could buy out that position. And right behind it, you've got a gigantic sell wall of 103 Bitcoins, okay? Now that sounds massive, but when you think about it, on a coin that's running 2 Satoshi, it's not nearly as massive as you think. And there's going to be a little bit of, I think there's going to be a buy-in, because this has been it's been kind of a big increase when you think about it. There really wasn't much going on with this after they released it. It just kind of fell and stayed there. But now we're seeing people that are buying them up by the millions. And I think what we're seeing is these whales are getting on this, and they're putting this stuff aside, and they're probably not even putting it back in that 2 position to sell. They're probably sitting there and waiting, because as soon as the people get in there and they clear out those first few positions, that coin's going to take off. They're going to knock that wall down. That coin's going to shoot up to 7, 8, 9, 10. And you think about that, if you buy it at 1, you're getting 10 times your money. We just don't know when that's going to happen. This could be something that happens tomorrow. This is something that could happen in 6 months, or it might not happen at all. It could fall off the market. But I've got a feeling about this one. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it, but since I already own 40,000, I'm hanging on to it. I'm going to sit here and wait and see what it does, because I'm just going to go ahead and call that now. Let's see where Swiss Coin Cash is in about, let's say, 2 weeks. Let's see if anything's happened with it. I'd be willing to bet that within 2 weeks, that if you had bought in at 1 today, you could have at the very least sold it 2. I think it would have gone through that wall. You'd have worked your way through those orders and probably sold that out within 2 weeks. So that's just my prediction for the week, but I'm not saying to go out and buy it, because once again, it's a risky investment. If I tell you to buy something, it's going to be Verge. Verge, Tron, Electronium, those are safe coins, So anyways, that's the video for the day. If you like the video, I hope you subscribe. We're gonna, like I said, the giveaway's coming up here in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about it. If you'd like to donate, feel free to donate. I'm actually gonna put any of these donations that I get, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and flip them, and then I'm gonna take the profit and flip those off to people in the audience. It's the subscribers that are, hopefully you're new and you're in need of a jump start. Maybe somebody that's got some money can use me as a filter to get some to you. So anyways, thanks a lot, and I hope you have a good evening.